There's some that can't see the forest because they liars, but I can't see the forest because of the...
And here we go.
Words are cheap. It's the action that says it all. We'll find out when the first bell goes.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go. And there's the bell for round one. Hey, those punches add up. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. The face is telling the story from that jab. The crowd here cannot wait. They've been buzzing all day long, and finally, we're about to get it on.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And look in that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
That jab scores. That counter shot lands. Throws the uppercut but misses. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Hatton in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes. Here we go for round two. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter has that swarmer's mentality, taking away an opponent's reach, getting on the inside, and just banging and banging and banging.
Oh, man, you've got swarm in your face. You've got to try and push him off, make him go into the rope. You've got to sometimes fight fire with fire. Hit him low on the blind side of the referee. Get him angry.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Going to shake out the arms and legs and move around a little bit. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline.
I got to stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. This is not good news for Ricky Hatton. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Ricky Hatton right now not where he wants to be. Disaster averted.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Hatton in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode. And there's the bell for round three. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
The straight right just misses. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Nice counter. There's a counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Hatton in that last round. Talk about a one-sided. There's the bell for round 4. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. His stamina is off the charts. And this with that jab. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Good idea, but misses with the left hook. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Jab misses. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Hatton in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year. straight right just misses. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
His stamina is off the charts. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Hatton in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last. And there's the bell to start round 6. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
These punches coming from every angle. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Misses with the jab. Very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that this round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Hatton in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the score. And there's the bell for round 7. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Catch and shoot. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Good counter punching. men step back for just a moment. And he just missed with that left jab. How about that time counter shot? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Hatton in that last round. Now you start wondering how much... And there's the bell for round 8. That 1-minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Let me explain to you about a fast fight that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed, they're confident, they know they just have to quick burst, boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Can they figure out the combination to this? Oh, wait a minute! Ricky Hatton has been clipped. Down goes the hitman. Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come to me.
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
Todd, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. The judges have spoken, a unanimous decision victory.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.